The cherry shrimp in this 29-gallon tank are breeding very well. I have various sizes of shrimp in the tank at this point, and they love to hang on to this Java moss over here in the corner attached to a piece of Mopani driftwood, and they burrow into it, perch on it. See a couple of shrimplets there as well. And in the center of the tank I have water wisteria. It grew to the surface of the water, so I trimmed it back and replanted the stalks. It tends to die off close to the bottom. The leaves do, but that's no problem. The shrimp love to munch on the dying leaves and the microbes feeding off of the dying leaves. So after replanting these a few times, I've got a nice bushy area of water wisteria in the center. And over here I have some large pieces of Mopani driftwood resting against each other in the center of the tank. The autosynclus stay hidden in between those, so I don't see them very often, but they are in there. And over in this corner I have a glass bowl, and I put fluval bug bites and algae wafers and blanched foods. Like right now I have a piece of broccoli in there. Also feed them canned green beans with no salt added, blanched cucumber, blanched zucchini. I like those foods. Here's another view of the Java moss attached to the driftwood. Overall, I think this 29-gallon makes a pretty good tank. The shrimp are breeding. The plants are healthy. I think it looks pretty good. The autosynclus stay hidden most of the time, but they're okay. Here in the 75-gallon, I have a couple of adult Colombian tetra and 5 juvenile Colombian tetra. South American bumblebee catfish likes to stay in that hide in the center. And there are also 5 true Siamese algae-eaters. There's one of them. They generally stay hidden in the back. Move over here to the side. You can sometimes see the catfish in his hide. It's not easy to make him out, but he's eating and he's happy. So overall, the 75-gallon, though it's rather sparsely populated and just has gravel and driftwood decorations, it's a pretty good tank overall. I keep the forward right corner of my planted 10-gallon tank clear of substrate so that I can drop food there for the shrimp, and then once a week when I do a water change I can suck up all the substrate around that area, rinse it off and return it to the tank. The anubias, several anubias on that piece of Mopani driftwood on the right, are starting to grasp the wood, but occasionally I have to re-anchor it to the wood when I take it out to do a water change. And Java moss grows rather quickly. I remove some and occasionally start a new driftwood ornament with Java moss tied to it occasionally. But it looks pretty good right now. And dwarf Sagittaria and broadleaf Sagittaria doing well in the center there. Then over on the left I have another anubias attached to driftwood. Behind that there's some more dwarf Sagittaria. So, planted 10 gallon with 2 Amano shrimp. Looks pretty good.